Namaste. Today we are going to start a new chapter in mathematics. Let's see what is the name of this chapter. I'm not going to reveal the name of it. You are going to guess it based on the clues which you are going to discuss. You would have come across a situation like this one. Let's assume there is a girl by name Akila. She is going to a fair in her village. And in the fair, she is going to enjoy rides on the giant wheel. And she is also going to play hoopla game. What is this hoopla game? You will be given a ring to be thrown on the items kept on the table, and if the ring covers it, and you will get it. Now here they say on giant wheel she is going to take the number of rides, and for hoopla game she is going to play number of times. If the cost of playing a giant wheel is rupees 3, and if the cost of playing a hoopla game is rupees 4. Now two conditions here they say. The number of times she played hoopla game is half the number of rides she had on the giant wheel. And the next condition they say here, can you find out the number of rides she had on the giant wheel and the number of times she played hoopla game provided she has 20 rupees. How to solve this kind of situations? So to solve this kind of situations you have learned in your class 9, we can represent this kind of situations in the form of, yes, you are right, linear equations in two variables. And that is going to be our chapter name. We are taken for today. It is a pair of linear equations in two variables. A pair of linear equations in two variables. Now, let us try this approach to solve this problem. If let us assume the number of rides of giant wheel, let it be as x, and the number of times she played hoopla game, let us assume it as 1. Now this condition we are going to represent in the form of linear equations in two variables like this. That's going to be your chapter name, a pair of linear equations in two variables. Let me write the name of this chapter, a pair of linear equations in two variables. Let's try to solve this situation. Now the first condition given to us was the number of times she played hoopla game we are considered as y, which is equal to half the number of times. So half means we represent it as 1 by 2. Half the number of times multiplied by she is having on the giant wheel. A number of rides on the giant wheel is given as x. Therefore the first condition is represented as y is equal to half into x, which we can write it as y is equal to x by 2. Mark this as equation number 1. And the second condition given to us was the cost of a giant wheel ride is x. The number of times she had on the giant wheel is x, multiplied by its cost is 3, so 3 into x, and the number of times she played hoopla game is y, and the cost of playing a hoopla game is 4, so 4 multiplied by y, adding together, so she is having the total sum of rupees 20. So we can get the equation 3 into x gives 3x plus 4 into y gives us 4y is equal to 20, and mark this as equation number 2. Now we need to solve these two equations. Solving these two equations, we will have certain methods in this chapter. We can either solve by first type, it's called as graphical method. Graphical method is also called as geometrical method. We can also solve this problem by the second type of method called algebraic methods. under algebraic methods, we have got three other methods. So the first method, we can name it as substitution method. We got substitution method, followed by we have elimination method, and following it we have cross multiplication method. So let us discuss all these methods one by one. Let's try to solve this situation by any one of the methods. Okay. Now here, this is equation 1. Now let me choose this substitution method to solve this problem. Y is equal to x by 2. I am going to substitute equation 1 value in equation 2. So I get, I'm writing equation 2 here, 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. Now in this equation I am going to replace the value of y. Y value is x by 2. In the place of y I am replacing it by x by 2, which is equal to 20. Now 2 1s are, 2 2s are. Now here it gets simplified, 3x plus 2x is equal to 20. Now 3x plus 2x gives us 5x is equal to 20. From this we get x is equal to 20 by 5, which gives x is equal to 4. So once we got the value of x, you can substitute this value in the first equation. Put x is equal to 4 in equation 1. Equation 1 is what? Y is equal to x by 2. So when you substitute in this, you get y is equal to 4 by 2. The value of y is 2. So we got the solution of this equation. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. Therefore we can say that this 4 comma 2 is a solution of this equation. So we got a solution of this equation as 4 comma 2. We can also check this equation, the solution, whether it's correct by substituting these two values in the any one of the equation. Whereas we got 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. I am taking the second equation. In this we are going to substitute this value of x and y. 3 into what is the value of x we got? 4. What is the value of y? Y value is 2. And checking both LHS and RHS, 3 4s are 12 plus 4 2s are 8 is equal to 20. 12 plus 8 is 20 is equal to 20. So we get both LHS is equal to RHS. So therefore our solution is correct and we can say this is a solution of this given linear equation. So this kind of pair of linear equations in two variables in general form we can represent it as a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Similarly the second equation can be written as a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Whereas this a1 comma a2 comma b1 comma b2 are all are real numbers, and it should also satisfy the condition that a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0. Similarly a2 square plus b2 square should not be equal to 0, and that is a general form of representing the pair of linear equations in two variables. And you have also learnt in your class 9, linear equation in two variables can be represented by a single straight line. Now can you suggest what will happen to this pair of linear equations in two variables? That will be represented as 2. So we are discussing this pair of linear equations will be represented as 2 given straight lines. We also know that you have learnt in class 9, if two straight lines are given in a plane, the following situations can happen. Either the two lines will intersect. The two lines will intersect. Or two lines do not intersect. Two lines do not intersect. Then what can happen? They can be parallel. They can be parallel. Or the two lines can be coincident. The two lines can be coincident. So this can be represented diagrammatically as like this. The first case, intersect. I draw one straight line, and this is another straight line. These two lines are intersecting lines. Whereas the second case, this is one line, this is line L1, line L2, line L1, line L2. Here this is the second case, they are not intersecting, they can be parallel. And the third case can be both L1, L2 are coincident. Okay, it can be like this. So these are the following three cases can happen when two lines we have on a plane. Thank you.